Welcome to MissouriNet.com. I'm Bill Pollack, and it's time for our weekly visit with Jason West, the Communications Director from MSHSAA. Hey, now, first, before we start, I have to ask you, is it MSHSAA or Misha? I've heard both from people, and I want to make sure I'm saying it right. It's like Missouri, Missouri.
Exactly. The official is Misha,
Okay.
not the E sound, but uh, we've been called anything and everything, so we go with it.
You guys answer to everything. All right. Well, you're back in the office after checking out some sites, potential new sites for the soccer championships, and you'll be making a decision on that soon. How did all that go?
Went very well. I got to see some great sites that were either high school venues or other soccer venues, and being able to kind of think about each and every one of them and how it will work with the championships and everything that we have, from media coverage to fan experience and ease of in and out and parking and everything, trying to put all of those and be able to have apples against apples and trying to make a decision. So it's been certainly an interesting week. We've had some very good discussions here just with our staff and the people that went on those visits to kind of nail down exactly what is it that we need to have to be able to have a very good event and a memorable event for those participants as well as their fans and their parents and their schools.
Now, this weekend, you have the MSHSAA conference at Lake of the Ozarks, and we'll talk about that in a moment and what you'll be doing down there. But is that kind of where this final decision for a soccer venue will come to fruition?
It will. On Friday and Saturday, we have a board of directors meeting most of the day on Friday, and it'll carry over to a little bit on Saturday morning, but we should be able to get through most of the business items and talk about the soccer venues on Friday. Hopefully be able to make an announcement later that afternoon once the meeting is over and we contact everybody involved. So we're looking at that on Friday, and then beginning on Sunday, the MSHSAA conference, where we get to meet with pretty much all of the athletic directors. There's about 387 members, I believe, in the MSHSAA, and those are going to be athletic directors from all over the state.
Talk about those meetings and how those are handled. Is this where they come to gripe, or is this more looking forward, finding some positive stuff? Give us an idea as to what takes place in these meetings.
It's a little bit of everything. It's meant to be a networking opportunity for athletic directors to get together and talk about what works at their school and see what works at other schools, and maybe they can implement some of those programs or some of those ideas at their local school and at their local events, anywhere from game management to sportsmanship initiatives. To coaching, how to deal with coaches, how to deal with parents. It's a wide variety of topics. They have breakout sessions and roundtable discussions. Schools can get together of similar sizes, of similar areas. It's a little bit of everything. We will have, obviously, we'll have a booth. They have exhibitor booths there for sporting goods companies, Musco Lighting, anything that has to do with athletics or helping the athletic director do his job better or her job better will be there. And we have a booth there that we can interact with the athletic directors. We'll also have different sessions that are hosted by our staff talking about the ballot issues. The annual ballot is coming up this month, and so they can ask questions about if there's a particular item that they need to get clarification on the ballot. They ask those questions at that point. If there's a hot topic, a few years ago it was the football playoffs. It was a very heated discussion and very good discussions that we had at the MSHSAA, where they were both coaches that were athletic directors and athletic directors themselves were able to either voice some concerns or help their fellow colleagues out on some explanations of things.
Jason, we're talking with Jason West, the communications director from MSHSAA. Is this an opportunity, because a lot of people watching this video may not be tied directly to the schools, they may be parents, fans, or community members. Is this an opportunity where their voices can be heard, where they can go to their school at some point during the school year, talk with their administration, talk with their athletic directors, and then you guys get feedback from athletic directors? They come back and say, hey, our fans are saying this, or our parents are saying this. Is this where those type of things will be handled as well?
Exactly, and those are the type of things we like to have happen, especially at these types of events. We will get calls every year, at least once a day, from a parent or a concerned citizen that is upset about something that happened at a contest or is going on at the local school, and the first thing we do is encourage them to talk to their local administration. And if it is something that has to do with the bylaws or the Constitution, then we can explain to them the process of changing those things, and how it starts at the local level, and that they need to speak with their local administration first. And then when we're at these events, that's another opportunity where we get to hear those things from the local side and the local school, and how it pertains to the overall association.
Well, that's great information for those of you who are watching. Start on your local level, and it certainly works up and goes to things such as these conferences, and MSHSAA does hear these concerns or questions that you have. So it's a great forum. All right, one of the things that you guys focus on as a group is the principles of positive coaching, and I know your executive director, Dr. Kerwin Urhan, has a new initiative that you guys are going to unveil. Talk a little bit about this. This is interesting.
One thing that we're going to be doing this weekend is giving every athletic director there a book, and it's called Inside Out Coaching. I've got a copy of it here. It's by a gentleman named Joe Ehrman, who former professional football player, former coach, things like that, has kind of taken the principles of positive coaching and giving some real life experiences on. It's a lot pretty easy to say, okay, well, why do I coach? Well, here's some examples of why you coach, and seeing the big picture, kind of changing that mentality of win at all costs. Those type things that are very important, especially at this level, at the high school level, where many careers are started and ended at this level. And so keeping those positive experiences and coaching the right way, and seeing the big picture and leading to those life lessons, that's something that Joe has brought out in his book, and some of the other initiatives. And so there's some programs that we'll be implementing this book, giving it out to all the athletic directors this weekend, and then also some other programs that go along with the book that we hope to do at some of our other meetings coming up this summer and next fall.
Good stuff. It'll be a busy weekend. We'll find out about a new soccer venue, and of course, once we get the word from you guys, Jason, we'll have that at MissouriNet.com as well. So let's catch up next week, find out how the meetings went, and then we can look ahead to see what we've got coming up here in the spring as weather finally warming up. Feels nice.
April showers bring May flowers. That's what we keep telling ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Another wet day. So, Jason West, Communications Director at MSHSAA, thanks so much for the visit again. Happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter to you too.
And we'll catch up with you next week.
Sounds great. Thanks, Bill.
Yep. Thank you for watching us at MissouriNet.com.